Hello student, welcome to Ideal Science Katta YouTube channel. Dear student, we have started the lecture series for rotational dynamics and this is the part 11. So let's get started. Expression for torque acting on a body. This is the most important expression. Let's start it. Consider a rigid body rotating with constant angular acceleration alpha about a given axis of rotation. So this is the rigid body and rigid body is rotating about this axis. This is the axis passing through the body and perpendicular to the plane of body, and this is the angular acceleration alpha. Let body consist of number of particles having masses m1 m2 up to m of n. This is the body and body consists of number of particle, large number of particle. The first particle is m1, second particles having mass m2, third particle having mass m3 up to last particle having mass m of n. Let the body consist of number of particle having masses m1 m2 up to m of n situated at a distances of r1 r2 up to r of n from axis of rotation respectively. So this is the body and this is the first particle having mass m1 and first particle's distance from axis of rotation is r1. R1 is the distance of first particle from axis of rotation. R2 distance of second particle from axis of rotation, and R of n distance of nth particle from axis of rotation. So this is the informations of figure given in the expressions. As the body rotates, its all particle perform UCM with the same angular acceleration alpha, but linear acceleration of each particles are different. So we know that this body is rotating with constant angular acceleration alpha. So each particles of bodyचा प्रत्येक particle having mass m1 m2 up to m of n, each particles perform UCM, uniform circular motion. So this is the first particle perform UCM with angular acceleration alpha. This is the second particle also perform UCM with angular acceleration alpha. This is the last particle. This particle is also perform UCM with constant angular acceleration alpha. So प्रत्येक पार्टिकलचं acceleration हे अल्फा असेल, but linear accelerations are different. m1's linear acceleration is small a1, m2's linear acceleration is small a2, and m of n's linear acceleration is a of n. That is linear acceleration of first particle a1 equals to r1 into alpha. This is the alpha, angular acceleration alpha. So a1, what is meant by a1 here? A1 means linear acceleration of first particle. This is the first particle and first particle's linear acceleration is a1. a1 equals to r1 into alpha. a2 means linear acceleration of second particle. a2 equals to r2 into alpha, and a of n equals to r of n into alpha. So force acting on first particle is given by, so this is the first particle and F1 means force acting on first particle to perform UCM. Force acting on first particle is given by F1 equals to m1 into a1. We know that force is equal to mass into acceleration, and mass of first particle is m1 and linear acceleration of first particle is a1. So F1 equals to m1 into a1. So this is the equation, and what is the value of a1? But a1 equals to r1 into alpha. So replace this a1 by r1 into alpha. So what is the equation of f1 then? f1 equals to m1 r1 alpha. This a1 is replaced as r1 into alpha. So the force acting on first particle is f1 equals to m1 into r1 into alpha. This is equation number first, and equation number first represent force acting on first particle. F1 is equal to m1 into r1 into alpha. This is equation number first, and equation number first represent force acting on first particle. So similarly we can find force acting on second particle. Torque acting on first particle is given by, we know that torque T is equal to F into R, force into perpendicular distance, and for first particle torque T1 equals to F1 into R1. So from equation 1, what is the equation of F1? So F1's equation is m1 r1 into alpha, m1 r1 alpha. So this f will replace as m1 r1 alpha. तर या f ला आपला रिप्लेस करायचं आहे m1 r1 alpha नी. So replace that. So torque T equals to m1 r1 alpha, and this r1 is as it is here. So r1 into r1, r1 into r1, r1 square. So torque T1 equals to m1 r1 into r1, r1 square and into alpha. This is equation number 2. T1 equals to m1 r1 square alpha. This is the torque acting on first particle. Equation of torque acting on first particle. Remember that equation. This equation is most important. T1 equals to m1 r1 square, because r1 into r1, r1 square, and this alpha is as it is m1 r1 square alpha, equation number 2. Similarly, torque of the acting on second particle is given by, what will be the change in the equation 2? Then it will become torque acting on second particle, that 1 will be replaced as 2. So torque T2 equals to m2 r2 square alpha. Just this one suffix 1 is replaced as suffix 2, then it will become equation 3, torque acting on second particle. So similarly, torque acting on last particle is given by T of n equals to m of n r of n square into alpha. This 2 is replaced by n. So T of n equals to torque of nth particle, T of n equals to m of n r of n square into alpha. This is equation number 4, and this is the expression for torque acting on nth particle. So this is the torque acting on first particle, equation 2. Equation 3, torque acting on second particle, and equation 4, torque acting on nth particle. If we want to calculate torque acting on body, then what will be the change? T1 plus T2 plus T of n, means we are going to make additions of these three equations. So torque acting on body is given by, torque acting on whole body is given by torque T equals to T1 plus T2 plus up to last particle T of n. This is the torque acting on first particle, torque acting on second particle, up to torque acting on nth particle, from equation 2, 3 and 4. Torque T equals to, what is the equation of torque T1? m1 r1 square alpha, plus as it is torque T2's equation m2 r2 square alpha, and torque T of n's equation m of n r of n square alpha. So torque T is equal to m1 r1 square alpha plus m2 r2 square alpha plus m of n r of n square alpha. So if we take alpha constant, then alpha is constant here outside the bracket, then m1 r1 square plus m2 r2 square plus up to m of n r of n square. But this can be written in the form of summation. त्याला आपण समेशनच्या फॉर्ममध्ये डायरेक्टली राईट डाऊन केलेलं आहे. समेशन ऑफ एम आय आर आय स्क्वेअर, आय स्टार्टेड फ्रॉम 1, बिकॉज सुरुवात आपण 1 पासून केलेली आहे आणि लास्ट एंडिंग कुठपर्यंत आहे n, देन एंड अप टू n. Summation of mi square, I started from 1 end up to n, and this is the formula of moment of inertia. हा ब्रॅकेट्स आपण मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शियाचा फॉर्म्युला म्हणून यूज केलेला आहे, दॅट इज मोमेंट ऑफ इनर्शिया. सो टॉर्क टी इज इक्वल टू I into अल्फा. Torque is the product of moment of inertia and angular acceleration alpha. टॉर्कचं इक्वेशन आपल्याकडे काय आलेलं आहे, दिस इज इक्वेशन नंबर 5. टॉर्क T इज इक्वल टू I into alpha. I means moment of inertia and alpha means angular acceleration. So we can conclude that torque is the product of moment of inertia and angular acceleration alpha. This is the expression for torque acting on rotating body. Thank you for watching our video. If you like our videos, then please subscribe our YouTube channel for getting such type of new videos.